This is my 99 Toyota Sienna LE. I just bought this. I bought this online, Craigslist, and had to drive about an hour and 15 minutes to get it. We're in one of the worst buyer's markets of a used vehicle I've ever seen. And it's crazy. I mean, cars are selling for like 3 times what they would have sold before this crazy market. And I bought this thing for $1,800. I actually haggled them down to $1,750, but $1,750 for a Toyota branded vehicle with a power door. Check this out. This is a $19.99. You hear that? It actually works. Check it out. Watch this. There's only one power door. The other side doesn't have a power door. And so I had to put this sticker because it says power door on it. Every single time I would go to open one of the doors, I would forget which door is a power door. And the thing about power doors is you have to sort of manhandle it, and then it goes. And it's annoying because it's like really hard to do. So if I pull it, it's not too bad. And then there's this button over here. It's just, this van is absolutely incredible. I love this van. It's not the first minivan ever. That, I think it goes to like Caravan or one of the American-made companies. This is like the response to those vans. You all remember, we all remember, well, if you're my age. It just works. It absolutely works. It's got a V6, 3.0 liter or 3000 cc engine, and it produces 194 horsepower, which is actually plenty of horsepower. When I step on the gas, I never have a problem starting and speeding and catching the light. But, it's another thing entirely when I want to stop. This car is, I believe, built on a car frame, the Avalon frame and the Avalon engine, and it moves, like it really moves, but it doesn't stop. It's heavy, it's bulky, and it needs bigger brakes. Other than that, this van is perfect. Well, not entirely, but almost. I'll open up the hood and show you what I did to it. When I purchased this van, I barely made it home. I had a couple bottles of coolant. As I was going down the freeway, coolant was just spraying everywhere because there was a radiator leak. And I knew this, the owner told me. It's one of the reasons why he sold the van so cheap. If you'll look, see, I replaced this radiator for $60 on eBay. Look at this thing. I just took these fans off and this radiator hose, and I changed out the radiator for $60. Oh, and then these belts right here, the serpentine belt, and then the power steering belt, which is back there. Those were the wrong size. They were making weird noise. They were cracking. And that's all I've done with this van. There's really nothing else I've done to it. You can see it's going to need a battery here, 2018, and right now it's 2022. This van was the best buy, and I've bought a lot of vehicles. This van is the best buy I've ever purchased. I mean, the roominess is incredible. Check this out. Oh, I didn't mention I had to clean this thing. It was so messy, so messy. I shampooed it. See? Look at these seats though. Got leather seats for $2,000. There is so much room back here for my 2 kids. Yeah, probably need to get more of that dirt out. Looks worse than it is though. You should have seen it before. There is one thing I didn't mention, and that's the back. Oh boy. What did the owner do to this thing? It looks like they hit a cart corral in a parking lot. I went to 3 body shops to get an estimate on this damage, and one of them said, well, we have to replace the whole quarter panel, so that's going to be $4,000 to $5,000. Well, I only paid $1,750 for this thing. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do the Mickey Mouse job, as he called it. I drove into a downtown area, and there was some shops that were willing to do it not so proper for $1,200. And it's just so ugly, the dent. For such a beautiful van, look at the shine on this thing. Almost perfect, except for that. So as I'm driving it around, it just makes me cringe. I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should fix it or just drive it. The running boards are kind of broken a little bit. He ran them into some curbs. See down here? This mirror is held on by a screw. See? But it works. That's the important thing. Oh, I didn't mention as well, I had to replace this handle, this lock. I had to replace the outside handle. You can see it's a different color. You can eBay this for like $50. All new door handles, inside and out. It's incredible. It's incredible what you can get on eBay. I'm gonna have to replace the dash lights because these are blown out. And so when it's really dark outside, you can't see what your HVAC settings are. I bought this cassette adapter and it is terrible. You would think Monster would be a better company, but no, it's horrible noise. Absolutely horrible noise. Look at this beauty. The seller only gave me 1 key and 1 remote, which is a real bummer because I don't know how much this is going to cost to duplicate. Already, I took this to work one day. My wife was at home with the kids. I took the other car and I took this with me and she couldn't get anywhere. She had to call me and say, can you bring the key? It's really annoying sharing car keys. The door slides perfectly. This hatch still closes, believe it or not. See that? Look at that. It's almost perfect. Now, we are on the list at a local Toyota dealership for a 2022 Sienna XLE base model. There's a big sign on the freeway, and in this market, this is pretty rare. It says MSRP. We will never charge you more than MSRP. So I called them and I thought maybe it's too good to be true. Well, it seems like it is too good to be true. They want a trade-in. To get me on the priority list, there's 2 lists. There's a regular list and a priority list. And I've already put a $500 deposit down on a new van. But to get on the priority list, I need to to give them a trade-in. Sort of like a sacrificial lamb. This is what I'm going to sacrifice to get on the priority list at the local Toyota dealership. Is that fair? I don't know. Kind of makes me sad. I kind of want to keep it. Like I don't want to buy a new van. A new van is 36,000 MSRP plus taxes and fees. This is paid for. So I don't know what to do. And when I drive this thing, it just feels so 90s. It feels so perfect. The way it drives, the way it sounds, the quality of everything is incredible. And the simplicity of the dash is second to none. I love this styling. It's so much nostalgia. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Look how many cup holders there are. Look how many cup holders. On every seat, there's a cup holder. Oh, these mats, I put them in the shower on the hottest setting and took a broom with some laundry detergent and just cleaned them in the shower, and they're like brand new. They're waterproof mats, so there's rubber and then there's carpet. They did a great job. This van is incredible. Look at this roof here. What can I put on this roof rack? You could put like a little luggage carrier. All right, we're taking this thing for a drive. It's got a standard key. And there you go. It's live. This shifter is just perfect. Absolutely perfect. In the 1999s, this thing would have been state of the art. Leather seats that are all cracked now, but they're clean. I've got Lexol conditioner and cleaner. The seats, they're soft and supple, and this steering wheel, this leather wrapped steering wheel, is perfect. The road noise isn't terrible. The newer Sienna actually has pretty bad road noise and wind noise. Like when you're driving it around, it's noticeable. This is actually more luxurious than the newest van. Obviously it's less refined, less features, but I love it's got cruise control. It has air conditioning, both front and rear, heat, front and rear. It's got these vent windows back there that are pretty cool. But yeah, when you give it some gas, it really gets up and go. You know, the Toyotas of their day are just, they just run and run and run. This one has 176,000 miles. I mean, the owner did not take care of the interior at all. They didn't clean the seats. They didn't condition the leather. They let it go pretty much. I found oddly large a number of receipts for repairs and oil changes. I tested its miles per gallon, and this bad boy can get 24 miles per gallon.
Everyone in Europe who has Russian supply contracts, so German.
Well, this is my 99 Sienna, and hopefully I'll be buying a new one soon. Until next time.